everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a lovely day. So for today's video I am doing one that I haven't done in such a long time, and that is answering your assumptions about me. So I went on Instagram and I asked you guys to let me know the things that you assume about me, and I'm just going to sit here and tell you guys whether or not they are true or false. And because Harley is just making himself comfortable, sorry about that, I'll just let him scrape away at my blanket. I think he's comfy now, but as I was saying, because I haven't filmed this video in like 2 years or something, I thought it would be interesting to see if your assumptions about me have changed and if they're different. And yeah, I told you guys to be brutally honest and to just let me know what you assume about me, like don't hold back. So this should be quite interesting. I'm excited to film this, so let's just get into it. So the first one that's caught my eye is the assumption that I have no friends, and I take no offence to this because I can see why people will think that, and I'm not ashamed to say that for a very long time I didn't have any friends, like apart from my sisters and my mum. Like I class them as my best friends, and some people say that's sad, but honestly I just feel blessed to have an amazing relationship with my family. But yeah, for a long time I didn't have like any friends outside of my family. I'm honestly just the type of person that finds it really hard to make friends, and when I do make friends, they don't, like the friendships don't seem to last, and it's probably my own issues. Like I'm a very quiet and reserved person, so I don't open up to people quickly, so I feel like people get very bored of me, and I honestly don't blame them because I don't think I'm that like much of an exciting or interesting person. It also doesn't help that I'm an introvert, so I like to spend a lot of time at home and in my own company. So I feel like whenever I've had friendships in the past and they always want to hang out or they always want to do things, it just feels very overwhelming to me, and I just like, I feel really bad because obviously they are just trying to be nice, and that's what you do in a friendship relationship, is, you know, you hang out with people and you spend time together, and I feel bad because I don't want to do that all the time. So I think like it's very hard for me to find someone that understands that. That probably makes me sound like a really bad person, but it's just who I am. I need me time as well as, you know, time to socialize with others. And yeah, to go back to the assumption of you don't have any friends, I would say that at one point that was definitely true, but it's not true now. I would say that I have about 3 people outside of my family that I class as my friends. So no, I don't have a massive friendship group, but I do have a few friends that I get along with really well, and our friendship really works because they understand that I'm not a super sociable person that wants to hang out 24/7 and always meet up and always be doing things, and they respect that I need my own time as well. The next assumption is you were really awkward at the start of yours and Michael's relationship. I would definitely say that that is true. I'm just an awkward person in general. Like anyone who meets me, they will describe me as being super awkward, and especially like in a dating situation as well. I just find the whole thing, like the process of dating, I just find it so scary. I wish I could be one of those people that just finds like meeting new people really exciting, and they just have so much confidence and they know what to say to people. I'm just not that kind of person. So yeah, definitely when someone meets me, I'm so awkward, not just for the first couple of times, but probably the first couple of years until I really get to know them. It just takes me so long to come out of my shell and be comfortable around someone. So yeah, definitely when I think back to mine and Michael's first date, I literally cringe at how like awkward and shy I must have been. But I'm forever grateful to Michael for sticking by me and like trying to pull me out of my shell, because now he gets to see the real me, which probably he regrets because the real me is just super moany, super moody. I swear sometimes I bet he wishes I was like that quiet, reserved person again. But I think it's really special that introverted people or people with like social anxiety or just shy people, I think it's really special that only a few people get to see who you really are, who they get to see like the true version of you, the real version of you. You're perfectly content with living a low-key lifestyle. Yeah, I would say that is true. I like to think that I'm appreciative of the little things in life. I enjoy the simple things in life. Like my family mean the world to me, so just having family that I love and adore around me just makes me content, because that's literally all I need in life. Like my family, my dog, like I just feel content with that. I feel so content with like my flat. Yes, I haven't bought it, I'm just renting, but like I'm just content with the simple things in life. And yeah, I just get excited by little things. Like it literally takes a message from my mum or my sister saying, do you want to come to Costa for lunch with us? And that's me. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it the whole week. Michael literally just has to say to me, do you want to go in the car and we'll grab a McDonald's? And yeah, that's the best day of my life. I'll literally be like, oh my gosh, this is the best day of my life, like good food. I think that, yeah, the small things in life are what mean the most. And I don't just mean food, but I mean the people that you're around. Just being around people that make you happy. That's what life is really about. Well, for me anyways. Don't get me wrong, like there are times where I felt down because I do compare my life to other people's on like Instagram and stuff like that. For example, the last couple of Decembers I found really hard, and I think it's because I was watching like everybody's Instagram stories and they were all going to like these amazing Christmas markets, they were going ice skating, they were having all this good food and just going out and just enjoying December and the festive season, and I was literally just working and just felt like I was missing out. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, why can't my life be like theirs? Like they're just all out there having fun and enjoying Christmas, and I'm just here working. And it's so easy to like think that way, and to just think that, you know, when you see someone's life on Instagram that their life is perfect, and then you start, you know, comparing your life to theirs and thinking like, oh, my life's really boring, like all I do is work, eat and sleep, and they're like out there traveling the world or just always eating out or whatever. And yes, people's lives do look really glamorous and amazing on Instagram, but you never really know how someone is feeling or what they're going through. And that person's life that you see on Instagram that you think is just incredible, they might actually hate their life and think it's not that great, or might be going through something really difficult. You just don't know. But yeah, it's very easy to compare your life to others, and I feel like that is why so many people don't feel content in their lives. And it's not their fault, it's just social media. It just, yeah, it makes people feel like they should be doing more, or they should be achieving more, or that they're not as good as this person, and it's horrible when you get in that sort of state of mind. So yeah, I've definitely found the last sort of couple of Decembers really difficult. It probably sounds really stupid, but I've just like almost been jealous of people's lives because they're having fun and I'm like working, and then I don't know. It's a weird one. You want to stay in your current job for as long as possible. So with this one, I don't really know if that assumption is true or not. I'm gonna go with false, just because I don't think I will stay in retail for the rest of my life. If I'm being honest, I think that retail is dying. Like if I think back to, how many years have I been working in retail? Like 3 years, maybe over 3 years. If I think back to Christmas 3 years ago when I started working in retail and how busy it was, to last Christmas, it just felt dead. Like retail is definitely dying, and sadly like everything is just online now, so I do feel like retail is gonna die out, and I hate to be negative, but that's just the way that I think it's going. So I definitely don't want to get stuck in retail and then like, yeah, retail to die out and me have no job. But also I feel like right now with my current job, I've become very comfortable, and I think it's because it's the first job where I actually feel like I fit in. I like the people that I work with. I like, yeah, it's just a nice environment to work in. Like the management are nice, and I feel like I've grown a lot confidence wise. Like I've become so much more confident. I feel, yeah, just very comfortable. But the actual job itself, like working in retail, I find it so difficult to work with customers. And there are some days like that you just feel like walking out because customers talk to you like you are a piece of dirt on the bottom of your shoe, and it is just so draining. I don't want to just sit here and complain about my job, because the thing is that when I'm behind the scenes and I'm not actually like serving a customer, I enjoy my job. But when I am on tills and I'm serving a customer, I literally hate it. People are just so rude, and I just don't understand how people think it's acceptable to talk to a sales assistant the way they do, and the things they say to you, and you're just like, yeah, this isn't my choice, like I don't make the rules, and you know, you just say the same things over and over again. But I could go on a whole rant about working in retail, so if you want me to do like another Q&A on that, then I could, but I'm not going to get any further into it because I could talk for ages about it. But yeah, going back to the assumption, I'm actually very torn right now. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like maybe I'm just staying in this job because I'm comfortable and because I like the people that I work with. Like, is that good enough a reason to stay in a job? I don't know. But then I feel like I don't want to go to another job and be really unhappy and hate the environment that I work in and hate the management and stuff, because I've been there before and it's horrible. It literally broke me down, and that was when my mental health was at the worst. So I don't want that to happen again. And also, I don't have any talents, guys. I don't have much experience in any other field other than childcare, and I don't want to go back into that. So I just feel like I don't know what I would even do. So yeah, I'm kind of like at a midlife crisis at 23, which is just great. The next assumption is you're pregnant or want a child this year. So no, I am not pregnant, and no, I definitely do not want a child this year. I don't want to have children for a long time yet. I think I will know when I'm ready, and right now it's just a no for me. I love being an auntie because you get to do all the fun things, like it's great. You get to play with them and make them laugh and smile, and then when they get tired and start crying, you're sort of just like, oh, okay, back to mummy, see ya. I'm going to go home and just enjoy my chilled life now, and enjoy the peace and quiet. So yeah, I'm definitely not ready to have children yet, and I'm just sort of enjoying just, I was going to say having my own free time, but I honestly feel like I don't even have free time with work, so then if I added a child to that, I would literally be like, ah! So no thank you for now. You and Michael don't spend a lot of time together. I would sadly have to agree with that assumption. As you guys know, I've mentioned it quite a lot. We both work full time, but we don't have like a regular working schedule. So neither of us work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. That would be the dream. But we both just work random days and random hours. But Michael's hours are worse for me. So he can basically start work anytime from, I think it's like 4:30 in the morning, and then pretty much finish work up until 4:30 in the morning, I think. I'm trying to think of it. It's basically, you can work anytime, whereas me, the earliest I can start work is 8 a.m. and the latest I can finish work is 8 p.m. So mine isn't as bad. So for example, if I've got an early shift where I'm starting at 8 a.m. and Michael's got a late shift where he's starting like at 4 p.m. and then not finishing till 4 a.m., we won't see each other at all. So that's actually been the case a lot this week. So I went like 3 days without seeing Michael at all. Like I'll wake up maybe in the middle of the night and see him asleep on the bed next to me, but that's about it. It's definitely not ideal, and I would absolutely love for us to be able to spend more time together, but Michael loves his job, so I guess it's just something that I kind of have to get used to, because it's important to me that he likes his job, and I'm glad that he does. It just sucks that the like hours of work are very unsociable, but what can we do really? The next assumption is you want a long engagement. So it's not necessarily that I want a long engagement, it's more like we kind of have to have a long engagement because weddings are expensive. And I say this to people and they're like, yeah, but it doesn't have to be. But even if you have like a really small, intimate wedding, it's gonna still be expensive. Well, to us anyways, because we don't have a lot of money. So yeah, it kind of is gonna have to be a long engagement because we have a lot of saving to do. And yeah, another assumption was you want to buy a house before you get married, and I would say that that is true. So it all just comes down to saving, like everything in life comes down to money. So yeah, I kind of want to be sensible about things, and Michael agrees with me. We want to get a house first, like actually buy a house, and because I've been saving for like such a long time for a house, like I just want to sort of put my money towards that, get that over with, and then we can start again fresh and save for a wedding. And I just feel like there's no rush for anything. And yeah, we want our wedding to be like a really, really special day that we can not spend loads on it, because I don't want a really big, fancy, expensive wedding, but I want to still have enough money to make it like a really special, beautiful day. So yeah, we've got a lot of saving to do, so it will be a long engagement. The last assumption that I'm going to answer is you are a really positive person. And sadly, this one is not true. I feel like a lot of people that watch these videos see me as a really like positive, upbeat, bubbly person. And I think that's because when I first started YouTube, I really was positive. Like, if you watch some of my old videos, actually I've probably privated them all because they're so embarrassing, but I was always like really into my positive quotes, and I was like, if you can dream it, you can do it, if you believe it, you can achieve it, and all this stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm still into my quotes, like I have a few things with quotes around the house, but I'm not like super into it anymore. So I used to always just be like very positive, always like saw the best in people, just always looked at the bright side of life, and I genuinely miss that so bad, and I'm trying to get that back, but I'm actually like a massive negative Nancy. I absolutely hate it, it's not something I'm proud of, but I just feel like you grow up, you go through life, and you just, I don't know, go through situations, people let you down, this happens, that happens, and you just become really negative. Well, that's what's happened for me. Michael always has to try and get me out of my negative mindset because I automatically see the worst in people, which is so weird because I literally went from seeing the best in people and thinking that like everyone was amazing and always had good intentions, and then I probably was like fooled by them and then had to learn not to be so naive, and now it's completely switched where I literally see the worst in everyone and think that everyone has cruel intentions and everyone's super mean and I hate people. Like, that's the sort of things that Michael has to deal with. So yeah, I'm a very negative person, so I'm sorry. Maybe I just come across as positive in my videos because I'm doing something that I love and I enjoy doing YouTube, so I come across as really bubbly and positive, but in reality I am quite a negative Nancy. I'm definitely working on trying to get my positivity back because I do miss it, and it's definitely a better outlook to have on life. So please don't think that I'm like promoting being negative. I hate it about myself. It's the one thing that I really want to change, and definitely it makes life a lot easier when you have a positive outlook, because if you have like a negative outlook on life, it just attracts negative energy and negative things and you just drag yourself down, so there's no point in it. So I need to get myself out of that. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoy chatty videos like these, and if you do, also let me know what other ones you'd like to see. Like, for example, would you like me to film an assumptions video with Michael where you could let us know your assumptions about us as a couple, or yeah, any other videos. I'm open to any suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys again very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.